Hello everyone, today I record this video because we are launching a new big feature at TypeFlow. Indeed, it's the e-signature by TypeFlow. Previously, when you automated your document generation, some of you wanted to send this document to be signed to some people, but unfortunately, most of you used Zapier and Make to send the document generated to DocuSign or tools like that. It means that you needed to rely on many softwares to handle your document generation workflow. Now with the e-signature by TypeFlow, you can generate the document directly in TypeFlow and then send the document to be signed directly through TypeFlow. So no need to rely on multiple tools. You have one tool to do all your job. So how does it work? So as usual, you need to create a workflow to generate a document. For that, you are going to choose a base, a table, and etc. The mapping has already been done because it's not the purpose of the demo. Now you need to activate the e-signature feature by visiting this tab, e-signature, and now you have different parts that you need to configure based on your use case. So you have the delivery method. You can send the link to sign through email, or you can only have the link and it will be you that will share the link to the person that needs to sign. Now you need to configure the signers. You can add as many signers as you need, but first, of course, you need to add at least one signer. And for that, we have specific variables that will be a little bit different than the other one for the template. So first, what I'm going to do is to copy this variable. You can also find the documentation here if needed. E-signature 1. So now I'm going to the template builder, and now I can add this variable. Now I'm going to paste it here, and I want to add another signer. That's it. Oops. Now I have two signers, but of course I can add as many signers as needed. It's just up to me to choose how many signers by just incrementing this number. Of course, we can use other variable. So here, for example, I could add. So here, for example, I could add here the date, of course. That's it. Same here. And here, signed by. And in this case, we are going to use text. Text here. And same here, text to. That's it. So now that we have implemented those variables, let's go back to our e-signature configuration. Go there, and if I go back there, as you can see, we have two signers detected. Now you need to configure each signer. You can put the data from your data source, in my case Airtable, or you can use static email. Static email is particularly useful if it's always the same person that is going to sign. So let's use data from Airtable first. Now here, signed by, and if needed, you can also save the signing URL inside Airtable. But And now here we are going to use a static email. Indeed, it's going to be me that will sign in any contract that will be generated. So, okay, at typeflow.us. That's it. Now you can choose the signing order. You can send an email to all the people that need to sign at the same time, or you can use a sequential method. So it means that signer 1 will receive first the contract to sign, and then signer 2. After that, I can save the PDF. So in my case, I have that field from Airtable, so contract. And then link expiration, so you can choose if you want the link to be expired after some days. You can use the date format. I think we are good. Now let's generate the PDF. So what you need to do, of course, is to import TypeFlow to Airtable. So I have already did that previously. I'm going to remove that. And now let's generate a PDF. As you can see, the PDF has been generated. And now here we have our variables that are still there. But we are going to use those variables to ask users to sign the document. So how does it work? I should have received an email, as you can see here. So now I can sign. So before signing the document, you need to consent to use electronic signature by checking this pop-up consent. So you just need to validate, and now you can have access to the document and to read the contract. Of course, if you want to go directly straight to the point, you can navigate to the signature part with those three boxes. And now you can sign. So you can draw your signature, or you can type your name. Here, my name, and the today's date. I complete the signing. Okay, perfect. Now my part is done. I can go here. Okay, perfect. I refresh the data. I received an email saying that I had an update in the signing process. So as you can see, this one, the person that signed previously, it was me, just signed the document. Now I go back here and I'm going to sign my part. Again, I need to agree to sign this document electronically, so I consent. Perfect. I can read the contract and I'm going to sign. And today's date. That's it. Now I sign the document, and automatically I can download the signed document. So let me access to it. Okay, so everyone signed the document. And at the bottom of the document, we have the certificate of completion. It makes sure that the document is authenticated and hasn't been modified during the process. And as you can see, we have also the hash, and I'm going to show you in the TypeFlow app. We also have a hash for the document once it has been signed by all the parties. So as you can see here, we have all those legal compliance. So it makes sure that your signature is valid and it's not just an image that you copy and paste in your PDF. Now let's go back to TypeFlow. if I go back here and I go to history, here you can see all the signature flow that has been started. Now let's go to this one. Here you have all the journey that the document generated has been through. So as you can see, it has been signed by Marie Dubois and by Kevin Rabesotra. You have the consent, so when the users has agreed to sign electronically, you have the IP, you have the location, and etc. and etc. And here, as you can see, you have the audit trail, so you can see all the different actions taken by the different signers, and it ensures that if someone decides to challenge the contract signature, you can have access to those information and show them that indeed it's them that signed the contract. So that's it about this feature. I hope it was helpful, and of course feel free to reach out to me if you have any kind of question or if you want help to set things up. I'm always more than happy to help you.